So in 8.5, we got a lot of feedback, and there are a couple subsystems that we've kind of rewritten from the ground up. Search, eSync are two of the big ones. And with eSync, we noticed that a lot of the problems that people were running into in the past were because they didn't have enough insight into what was going on in their network. So we've developed this new tool called Sync Diagnostics and been rebranded just Ektron Diagnostics. And what that allows you to do is kind of in a real-time fashion gather all the information about your network. So you can see all of your web servers, all of your eSync relationships, your load balance relationships, and your multi-site relationships on a real-time map. And it'll tell you exactly what's going on with those relationships and allow you to pull back information from each of the servers in that network, including config files, log files, and the event log, and just settings in general that are used on your website. So to access the information that's portrayed by the diagnostic utility, you go ahead and you log into the work area and you click the diagnostic button, and up comes this Silverlight app. The Silverlight app will then go and real-time map your network. It'll talk to each server in your network, pull back the information, and show it all to you in one location. You also at that point have the ability to export the network map. When you export it, you get a zip file that contains all of the logs for each server, it contains all the config files for each server, and it contains the overall map, which tells you the relationships between each server. You can then reload that zip at a later date, so you have a historic document that's telling you exactly what your network looked like when it was working, if it stops working. By having it in the work area and having it a standard Silverlight app from any computer that has Silverlight installed, whether you're at home, whether you're at the office, it doesn't matter. You can still access that information and perform basic functionality like stopping and starting the Ektron Windows Service if it goes down. The way that this utility is really going to change customers' interaction with the CMS is when they run into problems, it's going to help them dramatically cut down the time that's needed in order to fix those problems and diagnose them. If you have support on the phone, a large portion of the time that's spent with support is gathering information about each server in that network. So by having all that information pulled back to one location, support can now just go ahead and hit that location, see exactly what's going on, and then make quick call diagnoses rather than having to go around to each server separately. For clients that understand the eSync subsystem, they're going to be able to go in and diagnose it themselves. They're going to be able to solve more of those problems themselves. They're going to see logs of exactly which sync functionality was skipped and why. And all of that's going to dramatically increase uptime and cut down downtime. Where this product is really going to make a difference is in very large enterprise solutions. For instance, some of our largest clients will have networks exceeding 20 or 30 or even more servers. And at that point, it really gets difficult just to understand what's happening in your network and how all your clients are interrelated. If you have, for example, a dev environment, a staging environment, and a production environment, and your production environment might have 15 servers, staging might have 10 for content authoring, and then dev, you might have a whole series of developer workstations where they can work on the code base. It becomes very difficult to understand how those relationships are working, and when something goes wrong especially, it becomes very difficult to nail down what that might be. What this tool really allows you to do very easily, just by clicking a single button, Map Network, is it's going to pull back an entire real-time weight-based graph of what that network looks like. It's going to show you the exact relationships between servers, and it's going to show it all on one screen. By having that, it's very easy to bring someone new on the team and have them understand what the interconnect between different servers is, and it's easy to see what the flow of information is from server to server.